The Haftorah on Rosh Hashanah, the Eli and Chana comes in to Shiloh, davening. Eli thinks she's drunk. After she's finished davening, Eli comes and says to her, "Oh, you're drunk." She says, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Okay, well then have a bracha." There's different midrashim. Some say it's happened on the Regel. The Shlo says it happened on Rosh Hashanah. Since it's happened on Rosh Hashanah, so we read the Haftorah on Rosh Hashanah. The conversation doesn't really make any sense, and you can't daven drunk. So why did he wait until Chana had finished davening before he went up to her? He should have kicked her out, says Asser. And why did he accept her taina if he thought that she was drunk? Every drunkard says they're not drunk. They'll be fine to get home. I don't need a designated driver. And so the Rosh Hashanah is a day of mamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, we make Hashem our God. So it's not a day, seemingly, of personal bakashos, to ask for things. This is the day that the din is for all personal parnasa, etc., etc. And not, seemingly it's not the day. Malchus is not about me, it's about Hashem, and therefore this isn't the time to be asking for personal bakashos. So Chana comes into the mikdash and starts davening for a child. Says, "I already want a child." So Eli comes and says to her, "You know what? You're drunken yourself, and it's all about you. For one day a year, can you not separate yourself and care about God? What are you doing? You're just davening for your needs the whole time, and there's nothing or no time and place where you care about God. Like, enough already." So he waited till after, because she wasn't Asr davening. It was that he didn't like the fact that she was davening on Rosh Hashanah, on all days, or even any day. It's all about me. God give me, God give me, God give me, God, I feel this lack, therefore you should give me. The Kohen Gadol and the male, everything's ruled, it's compartmentalized. It's why the men wear kippahs, because God's above, and the holiness of Shemayim has a separation, but the women have a holistic approach to existence, and therefore there's no such thing as God's above, God's everywhere. So in the compartmentalized, let's say by Moshe, where the women tried to give him these mirrors to use in the mikdash, and Moshe said, "Well, you've used them for make yourself beautiful, for acts, and it's not fitting that these should be used in the mikdash." And God said to Moshe, "No, these acts are very holy, and that we wouldn't have the 600,000 Jews without these mirrors, and these mirrors are very acts." So we see the idea there of, again, Moshe and high Mindrega, but is decompartmentalized of that. The mikdash and the acts of procreation don't really go together. The women is like, no, it's all the same. It's all kodesh. So Eli is saying to Chana, this is not the time, this is not the place, this is not what you should be doing, because there's separation in what you're asking for and in times and what you should be doing. So Chana's response is that it's not about me, it's that I'm not looking for this child so that I can feel better about myself. I'm looking for this child so he can light up the world and give and have the Giloy of Hashem in the world through my son. I'm not doing it for myself. It's really, I want it for God's advancement in existence. So Eli responds, "Oh, well, if that's the case, so then fine, you should be blessed, you should have a child." And Shmuel, who was born out of her davening and the bracha, was one of the greatest Yidden. They say if the Torah wasn't in the days of Moshe, Shmuel could have makabeled it, or he's a prophet like these, and he anointed both Shaul and King David, and his name, like Shaul, is Shmuel. It's kind of the same root, except with a mem, it means to be borrowed. So Chana borrowed him from God, and then as soon as he was old enough, she brought him to the temple, and he lived in kedusha, not as the child of this woman. So we have this in Rosh Hashanah, because this is all the davening and the ikar. Since Rosh Hashanah has so much ikar of the davening, of that the day is a day of where you're really should be, it's not about you, it's about God. But the davening as well, the chidush of this haftorah is saying that all your deep rotzons are really just a rotzon of you to Megala Hashem. So any desires which you have to make money, to eat food, on a conscious level, it's because you want yourself, it's all about me. But on the subconscious level, it's the reason you want the money is in order that you can do better Avodah Hashem. The reason that you want food is because you're looking for God. Whether you find it in the ice cream or not is a different question. But this lack of this hunger you're feeling, again, today, people eat all the time. They're not eating because they're hungry. They're eating because they're looking for something. So these desires that are coming in, subconsciously it's I want God. Consciously it comes out, I want to eat ice cream. So even when you're davening for ice cream, really what you're davening for is Hashem. And there's the conversation that happens then with you, is what the Haftarah is saying, is that while you're davening on Rosh Hashanah for your own benefits and your own good, God, I want ice cream, God, give me ice cream. So then the conversation starts. It says, what the hell are you asking for this for? The Eli says, this isn't the time, this isn't the place, stop talking about you, you're just drunk on yourself, everything's about you. Then in order to have that, understand that position, so then you can reply and say, well, actually, my deepest desires are just my ratzon to serve Hashem, and that's where all these, and the purpose of all my desires and davening, why do I want the Gashmias? Again, even if you're asking for ruchnius things, it's still, I want to learn, I want to finish Shas, I want to be that guy, I want people to look up to me and think that I'm a Talmid Chacham, all these things. No matter what you're looking for, there's still the aspect of the I when you're asking for them. But on the deeper level, Chana replies and says, no, really, you're looking to connect to Hashem. So again, only the woman could really give this answer. And again, we learn, in Brachos, they learn about davening from what Chana happened to Chana. Chana is not the God, he isn't the God of the door. Why aren't we learning from Moshe about davening? Because only the women can give this aspect, because again they're more holistic approach. They're attached to Emunah. Man is Emes, woman is Emunah, and only through that lens we pick up on this idea. Therefore, she has to tell Eli, and therefore we learn this through Chana. And again, you see the wow women of the wall putting tefillin on and trying to daven because they're trying to be like men, and therefore they're just completely losing the whole picture and whatever their issues are. Again, they're looking for something, they're looking for God, but they're getting it in completely the wrong way. So just like if you're eating the ice cream cake, it's not going to help you get to God, and so putting tefillin on the kotel and steiging away in a woman minion isn't going to get you closer to God either, and it's just going to make things worse, go deeper into the pit. But they keep going on this and equality when they're able to do things on a much different level.